Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to one of the best games I have played this year. And I would even go as far to say I've ever played. This game was amazing. This episode, I'm just going to be talking about what I thought of the game. I'll be claiming some rewards, claiming some bounties, things like that. I'm just going to be talking about what I thought of the game, why I've liked it, and whether you should get it or not, if you haven't already. Let's have a look in here. That is some nice stuff right there. Let's have a look. Go for a Crucible bounty. So, this game, I was playing on the Xbox 360, so it didn't have as good graphics as it would on next gen, but the graphics were still absolutely amazing. And there was completely different sceneries and completely different feels to each planet. Yeah, and the graphics did a lot to accomplish.
Have faith.
I'm approaching you. Allow me to collect that reward. Thank you. I need quite a few more of those. And now that I've completed the game, I just want to play more. It's definitely a replayable game. That I'm going to replay it as a warlock and as a hunter. Probably won't record it. I'll probably just do it in my own time. But you will get gameplay of me playing as all of them. Anyway, going back onto the graphics, I thought the graphics were brilliant even for Xbox kind of era.
Yes, Guardian.
It's in here, I think. Yeah, it's here. Lying to me, God. But as well as the graphics, I mentioned multiple times throughout the game, but I absolutely love the music that went with it, and music for me is a big thing. I appreciate music. I listen to it a lot. I love sounds. So having really good music to the game and the graphics, because I'm a sucker for graphics.
What's the problem? Good to have you back.
Really made it just an enjoyable experience all round. As for the gameplay, I was told by many people that it got very repetitive, and it sometimes it did get a little bit repetitive, but that was only if I kept dying over and over and over again. You know, it would get a bit repetitive and a little bit boring if that kept happening. But that was more to do with the skill and how I was playing it. You know, it's definitely possible to get through all those levels. I was just needing to take it a bit slower. You know, and that brings me on to another thing. People thought said it was quite boring and repetitive because we had to spend so long taking the enemies out. But I think that added a bit more excitement to the game. You didn't know what kind of enemy was going to come next. And I like that. Love it a lot. You don't know when they're going to stop coming as well. I think that's the same ship I've got, so I'm going to hold back on that. Thanks anyway.
Thanks.
The storyline was amazing. Love the storyline. I think it's really clever how they did it all, and the ending was just so exciting. How do I get Crucible marks? That's something I'd quite like to know. Oh, I can get this. Ooh. Let's take a look. Or that. Aren't they both the same? Which one's better? That one? Or that? Hang on, that one. I don't know, but hang on.
Another battle awaits.
I did get something. Here we go. What does that do? Ooh! Okay. That's quite cool. So if I now go into here, sorry, I will get back to forts and stuff like that in a minute. Just getting a bit sidetracked. I'm gonna go for that. Lovely, thank you. First piece of legendary armor / clothing. Boom, baby.
Ready for action?
I'm always ready for action. Love it. Thank you. Oh, look at that. That is quite cool. Yeah, love the storyline. I loved how that woman that we kept on seeing, we saw her a lot in the beta, and we had no idea who she was, and we were like, what the hell? Who is she? We want to know. Oh, I should have looked at these as well. I love how it was a mystery. You know, we didn't know who she was until we got to Venus. And I like how they did that. It was very good. I think it was very good how we did that. So it added some suspense to the game. You know. And I think just the whole, like, the variety in enemies that we got from planet to planet, the difficulty ramped up from planet to planet. It was just very well thought out, laid out, and you can tell a lot of thought went into this game to make it the best game possible. Normally in these games you have...
Until next time.
Now, if I go to orbit, I will demonstrate. Going to orbit. Normally in games you like have a main menu. You can either go onto PvP, multiplayer, or single player. I love how it was all the campaign was multiplayer. You can do it with your friends. It's awesome like that. But also, it's all laid out in this one menu. There's no faffing about with other like main menus and things like that. What's that? Destiny credits. Oh look, there's the credits. Let's roll the credits, guys. Let's roll those credits while I talk about this. I should have done this already. So, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I love how it's just one that big main menu. So you get in there, you can decide to go into PvP, you can decide to go into cooperative campaign, you can go to the tower. I love the idea of the tower. It's a hub where you can meet all your friends. It's just a brilliant, it's like just a brilliant system, and it's really well thought out. Was that literally it? That was the credits. Those were the credits, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Okay. I thought the credits would be a lot longer. I suppose they don't faff about with credits either. Normally you're sitting there for half an hour waiting for the credits to finish, but no, not with Destiny. Oh no. I like how, look, you have these different things here, which I haven't tried out yet, so I don't know what they are. But you can go into PvP here, or you can go straight to the campaign, or you can meet your friends there. And also, if I go into here, you can see everyone that's in your game with a touch of a button. It's just so smooth and so fast, and on next gen it's even faster. I'm jealous if you have it on next gen. I love the idea of this. You gotta work to get armor. You know. And it's just, everyone has and as a result of working towards armor, nobody looks the same, you know. Like, the emblems, which are down here, like, all the loot is sold on a change, if you know what I mean. They change every couple of hours, so not many people, if any people, will have the same emblem as me. Maybe 1 or 2 people have the same emblem as me because they bought it around about the same time. You know, and it's just amazing how they do that. It's very well thought out, but a lot of time went into it, as you can tell. What else is there to say? The mechanics. Gotta talk about the mechanics. It's not clunky, it's really smooth. At the start it's a bit weird because it feels different from if you play a lot of Call of Duty or other, it's a bit different. It feels different to Call of Duty's. I don't play a lot of Call of Duty, but I instantly felt the difference. Because it's made by Bungie and Activision, I expected it to feel a lot more like Call of Duty. But it doesn't. It has a completely different feel to it. And it's not a feel that makes me say, oh my god, I don't like this, you know. It's a feel, it's really smooth, and you always feel like you're in control. You know, I've never raged at the game for like, you know, oh my god, I couldn't turn in time because the mechanics are too slow, or the mechanics are too clunky. You know, it's always, it's never to do with the mechanics. Okay? If you die to another player because you didn't turn fast enough, that is your fault. Nothing to do with the mechanics. It's just so smooth, and if you play the game yourself, I'm sure you've noticed that. Something else I like is many games don't interact with the back button on your controller, but this one does. You have to press the back button to go to orbit, to bring out your Sparrow, all of that stuff. And again, I love that. Love it. And one little thing that I really liked, you can wave, you can point, you can dance, and you can sit. Just little things that I liked about the game a lot. And it allows you to interact with other players even when you're not talking to them. That is, yeah, that's a nice little feature. As we can see here, these are my friends. And it will light up if they're playing the game. People in the game are here in the lobby right now. And as you can see, I am the only one with their emblem. I do have that emblem. So obviously he bought it at around about the same time. Those two would have bought it at around about the same time. They may even be friends. A lot of people will be friends and have the same emblem, like these two. They might be friends. You can also inspect a player. And if you inspect a player, you can see how much light they have, how much defense they have. This guy's got an insane amount of light. Defense, sorry. See what level they are. They can see what they've got equipped, which is quite sexy. They've got a lot of a legendary. Ooh, nice. You see what they look like here. Is a warlock, is he? He is down here. Awoken warlock. If you go back, you can look at details. Join fire team. You can join their fire team. Normally you have to invite. You can fight your own fire team. Fire team is a bit like a crew, so you can have your friends join in. Same friend request, so you don't have to faff about with opening the gamer card and all that. It's all very smooth and fast. Again. Doing. So I think everything about the game is just pretty damn awesome. I can't find many flaws about it. One thing I would say is I would love, when Destiny was first announced, I had the idea that we would be able to fly around in our spaceships and it was open world. I would quite like there to be an open world part of it implemented, so we can actually fly the ship ourselves around the galaxy and go to the different planets. You know, instead of just going to orbit, because that would be amazing. That's something I really wish I would implement to the game. If they did that, it would be even better than how it already is, and that is a lot for. Can I want to see a preview, but I can't. It won't let me. Is it gonna be? Ooh, oh, go on.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
I know, right, we've just spent a lot of glamour. So I'm not going to spend any more. Let's have a look at what this looks like. It's down here. Whoop. Please don't look crap. Oh, it looks crap. Oh. It actually doesn't, looks... It goes with the legendary. It looks more legendary. I will... That actually looks quite nice. Now that I'm out of the menu, I'm looking at it in the light. It looks quite nice. Okay, I'll go with that. Looks quite cool. character customization is another thing I loved.
Each one of
If I was going to improve anything about... Ooh. Oh, it's Warlock. Damn. If I was going to improve anything about the character customization, I would probably... I don't know. It would be awesome if we could, like, make our own armor. Like, go into Armor Creator and make our own armor. That would add even more individuality to the game. That would be quite cool. Oh, and another thing that I would like them to improve about the game is how much ammo we get. You got plenty of primary ammo. Let's dance with this guy. We got plenty of primary ammo. However, I do feel at quite a few sections of the game we were missing out on secondary ammo for a sniper or shotgun. How does he do that? Is that like a warlock thing? I'm sure it is. And definitely heavy ammo was a thing that was always scarce. And I like how it implements that kind of, you know, desperation to the game. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you do? What? Go away. I'm just going to sit down. I like how it adds that challenge to the game. But I would like to have fun with rocket launchers more. And with crazy weapons more. So that's something I would like them to implement to the game. But why are you sitting inside of me, you weirdo? Ah! Weirdo. But overall, I would give this game a 9.5 out of 10. That half would have only because I give it a 9.5 only because of the couple of... It doesn't give, like... It doesn't make it really clear on, like, how to get Vanguard in... whatever. Oh, I've forgotten. That's really bad. Let's have a look. Vanguard and Crucible stuff. Marks. Which is good because it makes you, like, try and figure out for yourself. But it's also bad because... yeah, I want to get on with the game. I want to go crazy. So I wish I was a little bit more explanatory. But I do like games that make you work out for yourself. It's just those little tiny things that don't really matter. But I think would matter to other people. And sometimes does get quite annoying. So 9.5 out of 10. I would highly recommend it. If you are going to get it and you have got next gen, get it for next gen, definitely. I'll be getting it for PS4 when I get a PS4. And the graphics will look even more amazing than what they already do. So that is Destiny. An amazing game. And I'm dead. And I have not finished with it yet, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. If you watched the whole series, thank you very, very, very much. I appreciate it a lot. As a new channel and as... not a very well-known channel, knowing that people are watching all the way through my series are very nice. It's very nice to hear. And especially this series, how can you not love Destiny? I'm going to end sitting here looking over the only safe city left in the galaxy. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Destiny, and I shall return with some more in the future. Goodbye and farewell.